The first one I want to introduce is Stephanie. And Stephanie was come on in, yeah. Give her a big round of applause. So the thing about Stephanie, which is very special, is she was that high-level executive, high-level six-figure executive that often finds the challenge of, well, I'm good at what I do, but I don't really want to do it anymore. I want to build my own thing, but when you have a giant safety net, and that is the biggest problem, because when you're making a very good income, a high six-figure income, then it's hard to say, I'm going to start from scratch as a business. And she did that, and I think there's a lot of high-level people here. We have high-level people, executives, and I think for people to watch this, whether they're at any job, I love entrepreneurism. I mean, it's what we're born for. So, Stephanie, why you had a giant safety net? There's a lot of people who are afraid because they're used to the standard of income of living, that income is in there. You've reinvented yourself as an investor. We invest in several deals together. You're in the founders. You're now coaching people, and you're looking at all different types of areas and businesses. But what was the final move that you said, I am going to go and do my own thing?
Sure. Thanks, JT. I was with a global organization that I absolutely loved, and I was there for 21 years. Started with them when they were really tiny, and had many different hats that I wore. I could have comfortably retired with them and been very happy. But the last couple of years, I was really thinking, I've done so many different things, and they've afforded me the opportunity to do this. Operations, strategic initiatives, leadership, learning and development, and I just wanted another challenge, and I felt like I had, reached my peak there. So decided to take that experience and go out on my own, and during a global pandemic, actually.
And for you, it worked out really, really, really quick, really, really fast, because I remember when we first talked about it, there is no, it's do or die, right? And also, too, you almost do it because everyone tells you it's stupid to leave that six-figure job, right? I mean, that's what they say to you. What's interesting this, if Oprah starts a business or a celebrity starts a business, it's amazing. Congratulations. We start a business, you're never going to make it. Do you ever notice that when we talk to people, they seem to be happy? So what kind of pressure did you put on yourself and say, well, I need to make this fast?
Yeah, so I'm fortunate that I had a great network within the organization that I worked for, but I also had a broad network within the industry that I was in, multifamily real estate, because I'd been very involved. And so, interestingly, a lot of people said, you have a lot of competition out there. There are a lot of speakers and coaches within the industry. But then I had a small group that said, this is exactly what you should be doing. Go for it. And I felt that way, and I just really hung on to my vision and what I believed in, really. And so there have been a lot of people sharing their stories here that they received a lot of no's, right? But they kept pushing forward, and I've just stayed laser focused because it's what I want to do.
I attract a lot of A-player type female entrepreneurs. It's something that I've always attracted because I don't like when women say, I'm a woman coach, I'm going to help women entrepreneur, I'm from Women About Women, let me tell you about women, I'm a woman coach. Like, I never said I'm a man coach or a man speaker or I'm a man crypto or crypto man. I've never said that. Like, I don't know why women like to put the word woman in front of something. Like, you're a woman, you're a woman, you're a woman. Like, I could tell by looking, so I don't understand. Right? And so I always tell people, like, if you're a woman, you already have the women vote. You just need to convince men, right? Obama, when he ran, he didn't need to convince black people or minorities to vote. He had it. He needed to convince white people. And so it's interesting, too, because a lot of women say to me, JT, I'm attracted to you and coming to you because you treat me equal to a man. Women do not want preferential treatment. They just want equal treatment. They don't want to be in front of the lines, right? So you work with everybody, but do you feel sometimes it gets like my tribe and my, because there's a lot of women who listen to this 10 years from now and be like, my market is women. You don't need to say that.
No.
And so Talk about that too, because you're attracting all kinds of people. But I think it's something, a message that needs to be put out there.
Sure. I do have clients that are female. I have clients that are male. And I've worked with a lot of executives that are both men and women throughout my career. Everyone needs to focus on leadership, regardless if they're a man or woman or what level of leader they are. Being lifelong learners and constantly up-leveling is important, as we've heard the last several days. We've talked a lot about change the last few days as well, and clearly with the global pandemic and the great resignation with people leaving jobs and industries, now more than ever, people really do need to pivot and focus on change management, which is something that I have helped people with, and being very creative. And there is a very tight correlation between leadership and change management and creating effective change agents within your organization who can pivot along with you.
What's the main message? There's a lot of people in this audience that you want to get there, but also this is something that people are going to watch, maybe 10 years from now even, with the way the content gets repurposed. What's the main message you want to get out as an entrepreneur to everybody out here?
Sure. In terms of being an entrepreneur, don't fall into your fear, right? In terms of being a leader, constantly focusing on your people is key. We heard a lot of people talk about hiring and retention and things of that nature. And everyone in here is a leader, right? And I would argue that everyone on your team is a leader. But people are not leaders by title. They're leaders if people want to follow you. And there are 4 things that all followers need, and that is from their leaders: trust, vision, compassion, and hope. And so, it's important that we're always laser focused on that so that we can continue to up-level our own leadership skills and that of others.
Coaching is a big part. I coach you. We've been talking almost for 7 weeks in a row now, every single week. What do you think? Why is it you think that a lot of people don't get coaching? And what has the coaching done for you?
I think a lot of people don't get coaching, or some leaders don't continue to focus on leadership development because they've achieved a certain level of success, and they're sort of resting on that success or their laurels, and it's a little bit egotistical, in my opinion, that they feel that they've reached the pinnacle. I think that's why people don't do it. As you've shared, you've had several coaches throughout your career. I have 6 coaches right now, including you. There's some consistency and overlap, but that's a really good thing because it creates a lot of synergy. I found you only a little over 2 months ago, but it was like the perfect timing, and you were exactly what I needed to help me focus on what I'm trying to accomplish.
I would say, well, what everyone provides here and whatever we do, we provide a shortcut to wherever we want to go, a shortcut. And, the margin of error is so small. You've done amazing. I'm so happy to know you. Great job in inspiring everybody.
Thank you so much, JT.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.